Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel, Paula's Territory. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Happy New Year. I hope you enjoyed all your lovely time from work. I hope you've enjoyed your new year and bringing the new year in, allowing the old to go out and the new to come in. The false to go out and the truth to come in. Okay, Gemini, welcome. We're doing a relationship spread today for 2025. Your thoughts, feelings and intentions, their thoughts, feelings and intentions, the future of a relationship and the advice from the relationship. From the cards, not from me, from the cards. Apologies. For Gemini. Thank you. Remember guys, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't be scammed by scammers pretending that they're offering you a reading and it's only going to cost you X amount of money. I do not reach out to anybody to offer any readings to anybody. So if you are, it is a scam, please ignore it or report it. That is entirely up to you, but please do not be scammed. This coming year is a time where we're all moving forward, we're all becoming a little bit lighter with ourselves and learning new things, and it's all about prosperity. It's a new year and nines are all about attainment. So make this year a year where you have good intentions towards yourself and others. Watch your thought process, because Geminis do think a lot of the time, and having a clear mind is a very good start to the new year, and having good intentions for yourself and other people also. With that said, Gemini, let's start your reading. Your thoughts, your feelings and your intentions, your partner's thoughts, your partner's feelings and your partner's intentions, the future of the relationship and the advice. Okay Gemini, let's get started with your reading. We have the Seven of Wands, representing the road ahead will encounter obstacles. To dare to face the difficulties, adhere to your own position and success is close at hand. You have the perseverance to remove obstacles from your path and move forward. So you may be feeling on higher ground at the moment. You may not feel like you're ready for these obstacles, but you are ready for these obstacles, Gemini. And never let anybody tell you that you're not ready to face things or deal with difficult things. Geminis are very, very resilient people and able to cope with a lot. People would say a lot more than the average person there, because Geminis are very resilient people. Okay. Your feelings for this relationship is the Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody that's very loyal. I can tell the energy. You are a very loyal person. You move slowly. You know, they say Geminis are very, very impulsive people, but I know Gemini's energy is slow and steady. It wins the race, and that is exactly what Geminis are all about. You have a feeling that slow and steady wins the race, and you move. You may have Capricorn in your chart. The Knight of Pentacles is very hard working, very diligent and very efficient, and they do have very conservative, traditional values. And some might say, well, that's just Capricorn. Well, it's also Taurus and it's also Leo, but it's a determination to do something and move forward and progress. This is a very loyal person who is a knight of action, but sometimes can be quite a stubborn character. So you may be feeling a little bit stubborn with your feelings right now, but you do move slowly and steadily, and you are very able to defend yourself within your actions, and you take things slowly. You don't rush into things especially when it comes to your feelings. It takes a lot to make a Gemini feel, and I have to say that. They can feel anger quite fast, yes, I'll grant you, but to make them actually feel something for you, you take your time with that, and it is a process. Your intentions of the relationship. You feel like you've been left out in the cold. This is a card of desire and gratification, which manifests itself in flattery and false promises made to gain short-term satisfaction. You may feel like that's how somebody has treated you, Gemini. And if you feel like that, I'm very sorry that you feel like that. You feel like you've been left out in the cold to fend for yourself. You don't feel like that you've got any support. But if you look around, there is support there. It's asking for the support. Geminis are very, very independent people, though. They don't really ask for the help and support that they do actually need. So it is a case of, this is how somebody has made you feel, false promises, for them to gain satisfaction from something from you, whether it be financial, whether it be your physical being. You feel like you've been left out in the cold within this situation, but you are moving slowly forward, and you are quite defensive, Gemini, I have to say that, but you defend what you feel is right. So we have so far on this side for you, Gemini, Leo, Capricorn and Taurus. So let's find out their thoughts on this relationship. We have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is often used to indicate disappointment, emotional frustration, betrayal or spiritual hurt. Somebody else has got this card also. So this is somebody that's, it could be a Pisces, somebody that's wanting to walk away from the situation because they're not actually feeling fulfilled within this relationship at this current time. It is a case of to stay where you are, enduring what you don't want to accept, but sometimes you have to accept it. It's almost like accepting that you want to walk away, but you may not be able to walk away. There may be reasons, emotions, why you cannot walk away at this time. You're feeling disappointment and you're feeling emotional frustration. You're almost feeling betrayed. This person is feeling betrayed, and you're almost feeling the same way, but in a different sense. They're emotionally feeling that way, and you're financially, Gemini, feeling that way. We have the Page of Cups is more on the level of their feelings are, it's on a spiritual reflection. They're having inner and emotional expression of devotion towards you, Gemini. So the state of dreaming, leisurely and carefree. It's like a young girl, like dreaming, fantasizing about their prince. So they have the imagination within themselves to have a lot of love and desire for this relationship, but they are indeed coming across as quite immature to me, Gemini. living in the world of fantasy, but they do have the imagination, but it's whether they're able emotionally to back that up with the actual being the action that they need to take, not just the imagination. People can live in their heads all day long, but if they're not going to take action towards their imagination and the thoughts and the feelings, if they don't put that in that idea down on paper, if they don't put that idea into action, then it just remains a fantasy, and we don't want fantasy. We want action whereby we can, I mean, you've got action here. You're defending yourself, and you're defending your financial situation. You're defending what you know you rightfully deserve as a person, and you are taking action, even though it be slow action. This person seems to be like in fantasy land here. I mean, we can't just live in the emotions, although emotionally speaking, it's a very a dreamy, but it's a very young attitude towards this relationship. And if you're a little bit older, you would need action to back up these fantasies. Living in the fantasy world of things. I mean, we've got Pisces. You may be dealing with a Pisces, you may be dealing with a Leo, a Capricorn, or a Taurus, but this person is very young within the mind. They could be very immature. They could have a child that they look after. You could have a child that you look after, but the consensus here seems to be that they have the feelings and the imagination, but it's whether they're going to put it into action. The only action I'm seeing from them right now is them walking away from this situation currently. So the intentions of this person is the Three of Wands. It symbolises inner balance, and it's a good time to explore new territory. The Three of Wands suggests that you act quickly and forcefully on any idea or desire that you have been feeling. You see, they feel it. They feel the desire to move forward. They feel that, and they have the inner balance to do that. But they may be looking to explore new territory, as in they may be looking to explore a new relationship moving forward with somebody else, Gemini, and you need to bear that in mind. This person is definitely walking away from something, whether it be this relationship or emotionally. They've just checked out of this. So it's something to be aware of, but they do seem to live in this little fantasy bubble, whereas we do have a Knight of Pentacles here who is solid, who is loyal, and who is willing to put in the work that it takes to become the king, to become the, the person of prestige and security. And that's what the Knight of Pentacles grows up to do. Put everything into action and move forward. Okay, guys, the future of this relationship then, the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords represents imagination that used to obtain desired results, as well as deception, betrayal and trickery. Not to be a Debbie Downer on this Gemini, but you've definitely got a fantasist here, somebody that really they want the results. They're not putting the desired actions into process to stop betraying and stop tricking you. They lie. They're strategic, and they're very much they haven't got what it takes, to push forward with this. This is Aquarius energy, is Seven of Swords. So this person gains things by betrayal and trickery, and sometimes we have to accept that this is how the person is. It's not a case of trying to be nasty about it. It's literally a case of they have a certain way of doing things, and once they obtain what they want, they move on to the next. And we do seem to have somebody here that is quite immature. But believe me, Gemini, when I say this person will go up this hill and they're going to learn some things. This walking away is not an easy thing to do. Imagine having to be an employer that's actually, I don't know if this is going to be a right way to put it, that has to be the person that says, sorry, your job's no longer available for you. Knowing that they need you in the company, knowing that they need you because the work won't get done sufficiently without you. Knowing that there's nothing wrong with this relationship here, and knowing there's nothing wrong with your work, they have to let you go because financially they can't deal with you. Financially they can't afford to pay you, and that person feels quite unfulfilled because they know they're letting a good worker go. It's almost like this person knows there's nothing wrong with this relationship, knows there's nothing wrong with this situation, but they're walking away because there's something inside of them. So this is nothing to do with you, Gemini. There's something wrong with how they feel unfulfilled inside themselves, that they have to walk away to emotionally figure out what they want. So they will eventually go into that hermit mode and the hangman mode where they're literally trying to find themselves, find the answers within and the answers without. And that is a very long process. You know, if you've already felt that you have had this flattery given to you and had these false promises made for them to have short gain satisfaction, and for you to have short gain satisfaction, whether it be, you know, you feel used and you feel defensive about this situation, Gemini, they don't feel fulfilled in themselves. And when they're not fulfilled in themselves, and we're talking about a page here, a page, it's almost like talking about a child. They're not able yet to understand relationships. They're learning about relationships, no matter what the age is. It doesn't matter. Some people mature early, and some people are like a fine wine. You know, this person is very young in their energy, so therefore, you know, their actions and stuff, or their imagination, it's just not quite developed enough for this kind of relationship. So you could be dealing with somebody that's a lot younger than you, Gemini, or indeed you could be this young energy dealing with somebody that's much older, and there's a realization that the maturity is not here somewhere. Somebody's feeling quite used, and somebody's very, very strategic within this relationship. And I always say the Seven of Swords, it works both ways. You know, you can be strategic to help yourself and others to avoid like the fight, if you like, but ultimately the fight becomes your fight. You know, you're fighting for yourself and your own protection, but you, like the Five of Swords, he wins the fight, but he loses the relationship. Now this person is 7 on the 7 swords now. He's not really learning out apart from how to trick people and how to deceive people and how to betray somebody, and the desired results. I mean, if you see that in a career reading, you'd literally be going, they're going all out to it, they're going to do it, and they are going to make it, because the mentality that they have is very much strategy, and making sure that their strategy is thought out. It's all there. They know what they're doing, they know how to do it, they know how to get away with it. in like a career reading and you see that, you go, yeah, they're going to go far because they're really pushing the cells to get to where they want to be in life. In a relationship and a mindset, I don't always think it's the best, but that is how I would perceive it. It's not the best, but at the same time, it's a protection mode, perhaps, of either you or of them within this relationship that is not it's not the best mindset to have. We want somebody that's growing, as in we want an empress, we want an empress, we want a king, we want a queen. We want somebody, if we're a knight, they're a knight, and you're coming together and the meeting of the elements is working correctly because you're on the same path of it as each other, and you have the same goals going on there. Okay, so let's get the advice of this card. Sorry, I've just rattled on a bit there, haven't I? Go off into a tangent. We have the Three of Pentacles. It usually stands for teamwork and also indicates success is not an accident, but a skill, first class and real work. So if you both put the work into this relationship, you can achieve the Three of Pentacles, which is mastery, skilled, first class and real work. But you're bringing a pentacle, something solid, and they're bringing the dreams and the imagination. If this were a career reading, you know what I mean? There may have been some financial losses and walking away, but you'd actually be moving forward and making progress, basically. But what I'm saying to you is, putting work into this is something that you could consider doing, and it could be successful, Gemini. But you have to bear in mind that somebody has got an active imagination going on there, and the tendency with the Seven of Swords is somebody, to hop, skip and a jump once they've got what they wanted, and also walking away from a situation is in their thoughts, and somebody's actions here are to literally get the results that I want, obtain what I need, and off I trot. So you need to consider that as well. You're a solid person, Gemini. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Pisces, an Aries, a Sagittarius. Their feelings, they have inner balance, and they have a good time to explore new territory. You also could work at this relationship and it could work out together, but you're quite defensive and you're feeling left out in the cold at the moment, and they're not feeling too great with this Eight of Cups either, and they are looking out onto the horizon for new beginnings. So this is something to bear in mind, Gemini, within the future of this relationship. But I will leave it there. Life is for living and deciding what you want to do. I can only read the energy of the cards. This could be working out perfectly together if there's lots of action put towards this relationship, and it's quite solid with the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. But do we just want a working relationship with this person, or do we actually want some emotional fulfillment within this relationship? Because it takes two to put in that. Because I'm not seeing, Gemini, from you, which I don't expect you to, because you're Gemini and normally see swords anyway for Gemini's energies and thoughts and feelings. If a Gemini thinks about you, that's them having feelings for you, basically. But you have solidness here, but you are feeling left out in the cold. There's somebody walking away and there's somebody strategizing here. Now, I'm not saying there's more than one person in this relationship. I'm saying that there could be. For all I know, there could be, but I am saying that you have a very loyal heart. This person has a loyal heart, but tends to live in the imagination. You move slowly, which is very unusual for a Gemini, to be honest with you. But Geminis, they don't rush with the feelings, because it takes a lot to make a Gemini feel, because they're very logical people. The Seven of Swords could quite be that's how you feel, Gemini. You know, you're feeling like you're being left out in the cold, or maybe there's been some financial difficulties within this relationship, and you know, you may share a child together. You know, you may want to take slow moving action, and they may also want to take slow moving action, but whether that's towards you or away from you, Gemini, I really, you know, you will know your own circumstances more than me, my loves. Okay, Gemini, Happy New Year. I hope you enjoy it, and please like, subscribe, share the video if you will. Any comments I appreciate. I always answer my comments, provided that they are of a positive nature, because I don't want any negativity attached to the channel. So I appreciate any likes, subscribes, and I appreciate any comments, and I always comment back, and I send you angel guidance. I don't know where that came from, but it came from somewhere. Guys, thank you. Goodbye. Bye.